Yo, 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 what is up, gamers? It is your boy, Optic Scumpy, here today. So, this was the intel that was leaked for World War II. Now, if you guys don't know what these mean, Airborne, Mountain, Infantry, Armored, Expendiary, Force, basically these are classes. Now, what does this mean? Well, there's a lot of different ways that they could go about doing this. First way that they could go, which is the way I hope they don't go, they make preset classes for each of these individual subclasses that you are forced to use when you select one of these people. That is what I do not want. So that would mean they're getting rid of Create a Class. No more Create a Class. Basically, you're being forced to use 1 to 5 weapons, possibly, per class, with perks already set for you. All of that stuff, which just doesn't really make sense to me. I don't see how they could do that, because one of the good things about Call of Duty has always been you're able to customize and use all of your classes the way that you want to use them. Now, that means perks, that means lethals and tacticals, camos, everything. I'm sure that they would have a way to fix your camos, but the one thing that I don't know what they would do is, like, reticules. How do you customize your reticule? Is that going to be a separate thing that you can do inside of these subclasses? You just can't change the gun. You can change your sight, your reticules, you can't change your lethals or tacticals, but you can change around all of those different things, except for, like, the visual things. So, I'm saying, camo, reticule, different sights, stuff like that. So that's the way I hope they really don't go with this. I mean, first off, let's just take a look what they say. Airborne is first to the fight, where you move fast and stay quiet. So you think about that. That's your OBJ role. That's your submachine gun player, and or like a flex AR, so like an AR that can act as a submachine gun in some scenarios. Obviously, it can't be like a submachine gun, but it's still a fast-paced AR player. So, like, dating back to MW2, you think about your lightweight, your marathon, stuff like that. Next, you have Mountain, which is focusing on precise and deadly sharpshooting. I mean, obviously, a sniper of some sort. A sniper or, like, a semi-automatic assault rifle player probably would be set into that role. Infantry is be the tip of the spear. I mean, that could mean so many things. Tip of the spear, you know that means that you're the first one in. I mean, for layman's terms, you're the tip of the spear. Whenever you hit someone with a spear, the point of the spear is the tip of the spear. That's what goes in first. So that could be so many different things. That could be the same as Airborne. See, that's the thing that doesn't really make sense to me. It just doesn't really make sense. I guess those are both, like, sort of interchangeable. Those are sort of the same class. Then you have Armored, bringing the heaviest firepower. Those are your LMGs, probably shotgunners, classes of that nature. Then Expeditionary Force, packing heat with incendiary shells. I have no fucking clue what that means. I have zero clue what that means. Absolutely no idea. Incendiary shells, that's all it gives you, is packing heat with incendiary shells. I mean, that could mean anything. Honestly, I don't know what that one means. But I just really hope that they don't go with the suggestion that I said, which is they have preset classes for each of these different roles. You could switch around a couple of things, like your reticules, camos, stuff like that, but you can't change the guns, the perks, and the most important stuff. Now, the way that I hope they do go with it is these... let me think, actually. Okay, I've gained my thought. The way that I hope they do go with it, I hope that these don't really mean anything. I hope that these really just mean nothing. And I have one more thing that I want to say after this point. I hope these mean absolutely nothing. I hope this is just your character model, the way that you look. So infantry will be smaller, faster, whatever. But I just hope to God that this doesn't affect the whole game. Because this right here could fuck up the whole game if it's done wrong. It's so scary. These 5 little things, these 5 classes that they've made could destroy the game. I hope that you could just pick one of them. Maybe you get an ability, something small that's not really too crazy, like Airborne. Maybe you drop into the game from a helicopter at the start of the game. Mountain, maybe at the start of the game you're in a ghillie suit and you just run around in a ghillie suit. Infantry, you're just smaller. You look like the casual COD 4 SMG role. Armored, you look like kinetic. You know, just I really hope that it's more of a cosmetic thing than anything. And the last point that I wanted to make here was I really hope that this doesn't like mean that they're trying to go the way that Battlefield has already went, which is each of these players has a role in the game. I really hope it doesn't go to that, because that's not... If it does, it does, but that just doesn't really feel like your traditional Call of Duty, you know? It doesn't feel... It just feels too much like Battlefield at that point, which I really don't think that they're gonna do that. I think that they're gonna do little things with each of these classes that are different, obviously, from the rest. They have to be. I mean, they're not all gonna be the same. But I hope it's mostly a cosmetic thing, and it's not something that will alter the pace of the game. Or there's so many things I could see going wrong, and there's a few things that I could see going right with this. That's what freaks me out. There's a few things that could go really, really wrong with this that could like completely fuck the game up. And there's a few things that could go really right with this and make the game very enjoyable. I just really hope they don't do the Battlefield thing where armored, you can throw fucking armor pieces down on the map that give people extra health. Infantry, you know, you get, I don't know, something. You get like a stim pack that you can shoot in your leg and it makes you faster. Mountain, I just don't know, dude. There's so many things that could go wrong, but there's so many things that go wrong and a few things that go right with this. I don't know. Give me your feedback, guys. I'm just brainstorming a little bit with you guys, just giving you guys my first impressions and my first thoughts of what I think they could do with it, where I think they could go with it. There's really three ways that I see. Like I said, those are the three ways. There's your customizable classes getting taken away, which is my first point, and they have all the classes and stuff set up for you. All that you can do is change your reticules, camos, so on and so forth. Second way, they leave it how Call of Duty's always been. You have your created class. This is more of a cosmetic thing between the different outfits of the characters. And the third thing would be the worst thing possible, which is they're going the Battlefield route and trying to give these players perks, not perks, but abilities that just make the game like insane. Like say you have a medic. I've also heard, you know, little intel sources saying that you're not going to be able to gain health back. So say that one of your infantry players has to carry med packs that heal you. I don't know. I'm just thinking far out, but it could happen, and I don't want it to happen. But thanks for watching, guys. Let me know your feedback. You know, anything you guys want to say down in the comments, anything that I may have missed, please feel free to drop down in the comments below and give me your input, because I'm curious to see if there's any ideas that I really haven't thought of that they could possibly do. But let me know. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed just a little bit of informational video. See you guys in the next one. As always, this is your boy, Scump.